You guys, fasting day 7, afternoon. So it's been a busy day and I am doing incredible. So I thought I would kind of recap some things and talk about a few things that are going on in the body right now in day 7 of an extended fast. At this stage, what's happening is you are fully in autophagy. Your body is killing off anything that no longer serves you, and those cells are falling away. Those cells are being restored. Your lymphatics, your adrenals, all of your organs are thriving right now because they're getting their optimal ability to move without having to break anything down. Think about what fasting is. Fasting is sparing your body for a little bit of time from having to break down and process anything. That being said, I've already mentioned that for my body specifically, that breaking down and toxin ridding goes on throughout the whole 30 days, 33 days at this point is what my goal is. So that's pretty incredible if you think about it, that your body is constantly breaking down and restoring and reinvigorating its own cells. That's why I do this. Yes, you will see some weight come off, but it won't be significant. I'm not doing it for weight loss. For me specifically, I'm about 12 to 15 pounds heavier than I normally am. And that's because I've been traveling and I've got some inflammation going on that I'm trying to work through, but I'm not doing this with any goal of weight loss. That being said, if you have weight to lose, that will happen. It'll be a natural byproduct of fasting. Even if you're just doing 18-6, fasting for 18 hours, feasting for 6 hours, close your window, start over. For me, what I notice today on day 7 of this fast, because every fast is different, I once again fell asleep super early. This time I was doing my healing meditation. I had my headset on. I just laid down. I got really comfortable. I had lavender oil all over me and my bed and my pajamas. And I was just snugly in my heated blanket. And it was probably about 7:45 and I was out on a Friday night. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. I have zero FOMO. I don't feel like I'm missing out. And what I'm doing for this body, for this soul, is so much more important to me than anything out in the 3D. So putting this first and loving this through the process is optimal. It's key. It's the most important part of this, the mental part of why you're doing it. You've got to find that why. If it's just to lose 10 pounds for an event, you're probably not going to be driven to stick with this. But if it's for a long-term goal of wellness, healing, cellular reconstruction, resetting your circadian rhythm, if your sleep is off, if you have irritable bowel or any kind of bowel obstruction issues, calm down, buddy, you're fine. I just got home, so he's all riled up. Lymphatics, adrenals, any of those things that might be needing your support, fasting will do that. It will do all of that and more. And in addition to all of those amazing benefits of fasting lifestyle comes the other benefits. Like if you are a highly anxious person like this one, your anxiety will go down. If you are having depression, you'll notice that lifts, that starts to lift. If you have lots of negative thoughts that are counterintuitive to your own life, you'll notice some of that gets quieter and you're in a bigger space of being able to receive what's going on and heal that. If you are wanting to connect more fully in your spiritual work, this opens the space for that because your mind isn't all caught up in when's my next meal and I'm hungry and all of that after the first 3 days. So I'm past all of that, thank goodness, because the first 3 days I've said I can be a slug and I can be really grumpy. Today, I want to talk about dry brushing and fascia blasting and why these are so important when you're fasting. Your body, again, is pulling toxins up to the highest and largest organ of the body, which is your skin. So when I'm doing an extended fast, I clean my tongue several times a day. I brush my teeth and scrape my tongue because the toxins are coming up through the cells, through the pores, to the top of the tongue, and doing that, that scraping and that dry brushing of the tongue is getting all those toxins off your tongue and out of your mouth. You'll notice I tend to drain. So your sinuses and all of that are also trying to drain. And in addition to that, your skin is constantly trying to restore itself. So I talked a little bit yesterday about my face care and my hair care, but today I'm going to talk about what I do for my skin care. Now, this is a dry oil. It's made by Neutrogena. It's not the purest one. I have purer ones like almond oil. Yesterday I was struggling to find the word. This is a carrier oil. So what I do is I will put my lavender or my tea tree or my frankincense drops right into this. This one I can smell has lavender and rosemary, possibly some tea tree as well. So what I'm doing right now is putting a little bit on my hands and my skin because I had dry brushed, and I'm going to show you dry brushing again, but I just want to show you how incredible this is to support your lymphatics. So up here around your collarbone is where you get some nice adrenal movements. It's a good place to do some dry brushing. But let's just use my arm as an example for today. And your hands. People don't ever take care of the skin on the top of their hands or the top of their feet. And then they wonder why they start to look older. Because like anything, it needs the same amount of attention. Now, I just did this backwards. Typically, I don't put the dry oil on until after, but because I had already dry brushed earlier and I'm doing it again just to show you guys, I don't want to harshly upset my skin because I've already done it. But basically, I wouldn't have put the oil on first. With dry brushing, you want a decent bristled brush. It doesn't need to be hard. This is actually pretty darn soft. And this is a traditional bath brush. This one actually comes with a handle, so you can get your back yourself in the shower. But I take it off and I use it on my hand. And you want to do circles and you want to work towards your heart. You're always moving everything towards your heart. You're moving it up so that the bloodlines can refresh it. But what this is doing is pulling all the toxins off your skin, and it's allowing your collagen to renew itself. Milo, you're fine, buddy. So once you've done a beautiful job with that, you're fine. Okay? You're really okay. How I know this? When I talk to you, you're able to stop the panting. So just settle down. Now, I do this on my whole body. I work my way up the arm, down towards my heart, get the chest, get the elbows, get everything, legs, the buttocks, the back, the stomach. Women, around your breasts, very gently. Again, circles, working towards your heart. When you're working on your throat or this area here, you can use circles. And again, pull it down to your heart area. You're flushing everything up and out. That's dry brushing. Traditionally, you stand in your shower before you take a shower and you do your dry brushing, which is why I did it this morning. And then you turn the shower on and all the old skin that's come off obviously goes down the drain, and you can clean the shower out while you're in there. I do this about 2 to 3 times a week. Or I'll do one part of my body one day and another part another day, or in the morning and evening. What I love about this is the endorphins release when you're doing it. So not only do you get velvety, beautiful skin, I barely ever have to shave anymore because when I dry brush, the hair comes off my legs, my underarms, everything. So I'm pretty hair free. About once a month, I have to go through and shave really well, but this takes most of it off. So that's another nice byproduct. My skin feels like velvet. So once I finish with the dry brushing, I then do fascia blasting. This is a fascia blaster made by Ashley Black. I prefer to use her actual real products versus the gimmicky free ones or cheaper ones you can buy on Amazon because I've found that hers actually work. And she has tons of videos on fascia blasting. I used to have horrible experience of what we would call fibromyalgia, where it literally hurt to touch my skin when I was in my worst parts of my autoimmune diseases. This has helped heal all of that. With fascia blasting, this is a small one. It's really made for your face and your neckline and stuff, but this is my favorite tool that she has, but she has a bunch of different ones. And you basically, again, you want to work nice long strokes up towards the heart. I start going in one direction. You saw that I put the carrier oil on first so that I'm not pulling on the skin. It glides nice and easily, and you want to get a nice momentum of friction and go in one direction about 10 to 15 or 20 times, and then switch and go the other direction. And then eventually you want to go diagonally. Now, areas like my upper arms where I'm still working on loose skin, I will tighten that skin. I will get the oil on there and I will really work those areas. And yes, when you first start this, you may bruise a bit and it may feel a little bit sore. But what you'll find is all of those pain points are where the fascia used to be. Now, what is fascia? It's netting. It's netting that congeals around any fat stored in your body, which is what makes cellulite. And so what this is doing is it's breaking down those fat cells that want support to get out of the body. So again, the combination of dry brushing and fascia blasting is supporting the toxins, the old fat cells, and everything to be removed from your body. Yes, I fascia blast my hands, the top of my feet. You'll see I don't have a lot of wrinkles on my hands. And again, it's not just about how you look, it's how you feel. But if your skin is getting that collagen and it's looking healthy, that's a pure indication that you're doing what you need to do, right? I get all around the elbows and I do just a really good job of doing all of this, the whole body. So perhaps I'll do upper body one day, lower body another day. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. And yes, this is also used on your face. You'll see that it's actually designed to go on the chin line, the neckline, up and down here is fabulous. It releases all of those beautiful endorphins that you want to have. And again, I typically will put my nice hydraulic serum on or my frankincense oil when I do this, so I'm not pulling the skin. I'm doing it very light right now just to show you guys, but you want to keep the movements straight lines. You're not doing circles because circles will make the fascia basically bind itself. You're trying to put nice long strokes into this process, and then you go against that, and then you go diagonal. And I go right up under my eyes gently and do the whole face, the forehead, all of it. That's my routine. If you're losing hair, if your hairline is thinning, if your hair is thinning, fascia blast your scalp. Do it nice and beautifully. Get that rosemary oil going like I showed you guys yesterday, and just get in there and Do some nice strokes on your scalp. All you're doing is asking the cells to wake up and work, and they will. If you have a partner, this is a great tool to get out and do the bottom of their feet, or if they've had a long, painful day, have them sit in front of you and do their back really nicely, up and down on the spine, side to side on the spine, diagonal on the spine. Get into those areas, and you want those long, nice strokes. Don't do circles. So, dry brushing, fascia blasting, get a good carrier dry oil that you like, that you can add your essential oils to. The only reason I like this Neutrogena one, even though it's not the purest, it smells nice, it's dry. It's a dry oil. Sorry, the tickle. So unlike baby oils or whatever, as soon as you put it on your skin, you'll see it just gives you a nice, clean skin without being oily or greasy. So you can get right into your PJs and climb right into bed, and your skin just looks and feels amazing. So I hope that helps. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys today, but that's really where I'm at. So day 7, really excited about this fast. I feel really confident that 33 days is just going to whiz by. I may even shock us all and keep going. Who knows? But right now, I'm super motivated. And even though Milo's driving me a little bit cray-cray, I'm going to invite him back over. He's pitiful, huh? Pitiful, this one. You would think he doesn't get love or attention or food or visitors, but he does. He's just got heart problems and a little bit of anxiety, and he needs extra love, just like my doodle bug did. So I'm sorry if he's a bit agitating with his panting sound. I've learned to adapt to it. It can be much for many, but we can all be much for many. This is my best friend, and he's going to be loved through it. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that if you're exploring this, even if you're just doing a day here and there, you're starting to get a little excited about what this can do for you in your life. Again, it's not a diet to yo-yo with. This is real stuff we're doing here with our bodies. We need to be very aware, and we need to supplement and provide them the right nutrients and the right environment to thrive. Much love. Until next time.